Hola, minasan! Welcome back for another round of Dun 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 research. Last episode was emotionally draining, especially when editing. You know, gotta watch that over and over again, especially having seen it in the manga. You know, like I said last episode, I totally understand why they couldn't show those panels because there were depictions of suicide. Very, very, and of course child death, which I believe Japan has standards and practice for television in terms of depictions of such things. Totally understandable, but very impactful. Nevertheless, they were able to adapt it very well and really invoke the pain that comes out of it and everything. But that was definitely a mastery in storytelling from that episode, and basically the tonal shift was seamless. So now, after all that, gotta move on because Okuno got his nutsack back. He coughed a little. He has no hernia or any other bad diseases. So we gotta find out. So y'all gonna find out how he gets it back in. It's pretty. I can't wait to see that. I can't wait to see how that's depicted. Oh gosh. So episode 8, I've got this funny feeling. Dandadan. Comment, like, subscribe, follow, and hit the notification bell. And let's start with the reaction. The post food coitus. They have some sobasado. They're eating string noodles because the acrobatics Sarah had long hair, stringy hair. The way she lined up that. That's funny. She's like clamping. She's too pretty and way too young. Oh, she. She took offense to being called beautiful. What an idiot. Oh my gosh, the text. Somen noodles. They had somen noodles. Okay. Hero. Still have a heart left in you. Oh my gosh. She's playing on that trope. There's still good inside of you. Tight game. Yes, that is precisely how you put a ball back in a man. With the manly game of baseball. The pain. He's one nut man. They couldn't have drawn her skirt any more shorter. Oh man. I say that because the manga, her skirt's not that short. That's a nice little aesthetics there.
レポートやんだって。でもなんか怪しいんだよね。と飲み物買ってくるわ。じゃあうちのもよろしく。ポンピーで。
Pumpy orange.
なんだろう。ちょっと C 組覗いてみようかな。いや、迷惑か。
Teen life.
レポートやってんだもんね。
Oh. Flashback. He's One Punch Manning himself here. Squat. Yep, the One Punch Man training. I keep forgetting how dumb she can be. Yeah. Oh gosh, stop reading manga, kid. She reading a porn book. Romance manual. Yeah. All that hentai. Your mature lips, but they said hentai. Get the translation right. And that's how it happened. She knocked him down. Romance now. She's like, chill. Misunderstanding. Typical romance. Oh! Oh, that's real. That's a... Wow! Amazing. Used actual live action footage. Man, gotta love how they... Gotta love that they take responsibility. None of that nonsense, you know? Also, domain expansion. Wow, the music is rising up. That's pretty cool. And suddenly when he got around the corner, it turned out to be the Loch Ness Monster. And I said, I ain't got no 350. Where my 350? Ah, she caught on. The waves. The fact that they like channeled Shin Godzilla with this was pretty cool. God dang it, that's what happens when I get stuck in a Pokeball. No dang Pokemon. Meanwhile,
わかりませんが、爆発音のような、前にも同じようなことがありました。外が真っ黒になって、辺り全部壁で閉じ込められたことが、その宇宙人倒したら元に戻りました。
宇宙人？ちょっと待って、宇宙人なんているの？
she doesn't know yet.
正直、妖怪より立ち悪いっす。
じゃあなんで宇宙人は襲ってくるの？
いや、わかんないっす。
They want something called a banana.
人間の生殖器を集めてるっぽかったですけど。
Yes. I'm glad they kept that in this. My man singing it. Oh, my man singing. That's awesome. Ooh. Got him. Aha! The points. Yes. Banana. Banana. Girl, put that lighter away. Did nobody tell you this? Yeah. Oh, they got purple, green, and interesting. They gave them different colored eyes: red, green, purple. Banana. They don't know about the yokai. Banana. Banana desu ka? Chiquitita.
まずはバナナを切り取りましょう。
Oh, that is a nice design in anime form. Okay, we got ourselves a new arc, a new ally, new everything. So let's do some research first. Over at Britannica. Loch Ness Monster is a large marine creature, believed by some to inhabit Loch Ness, Scotland. Now keep in mind that it was established that the Flatwoods Monster, the Flatwoods alien, or Flatwoods Monster, was in West Virginia, USA. Was first sighted there and made its way to Japan. So the same could be said of the Loch Ness Monster and made its way to Japan, especially probably by the help of the Saurians. It's however, much of the alleged evidence supporting its existence has been discredited and is widely considered to be a myth. This is the original photo of what is allegedly the Loch Ness Monster. Nobody knows to this day what that is, quite honestly, although I'm surprised nobody really scaled the size in relation to the lake, because the lake doesn't seem that big. But reports of monster inhabiting Loch Ness date back to ancient times, notably local stone carvings by the Pict depict a mysterious beast with flippers. And the first written account appears in 7th century biography of St. Columba. According to that work, in 565 AD, monster bit a swimmer and was prepared to attack another man when Columba intervened in order for the beast to go back. It obeyed, and over the centuries, only occasional sightings were reported, which is pretty cool. But it was in 1933, let's see here, that the legend grew, and there was a road, an unobstructed road with unobstructed views of the lake, and that's how, with people visiting it, they started noticing all the weird stuff. Seeing dragons and such. English physician Robert Kenneth Wilson photographed the alleged creature in 1934, known as the surgeon's photograph. Appeared to show the monster's small head and neck. Printed by Daily Mail, sparking international sensation, which is pretty awesome. So, yeah, people have been going to Loch Ness for years, hoping to find it. Hopefully they'll find it. That's pretty cool. Yeah, this is like one of the artist renditions of the Loch Ness Monster, even though that's not what it really looks like. But apparently it's a lost dinosaur or something. Most tales include some references to a large dragon or dinosaur-like creature that could be spotted in the water of the Loch Ness. Nessie to some. It did change Scotland's reputation. Let's see. They started by calling the mysterious creature monster fish before progressing to serpent, sea serpent, dragon, and finally the Loch Ness Monster. News of the new cryptid spread quickly and raised many questions, namely where had it come from, were there any other accounts of the creature in history that have been overlooked. Now, of course, the logical question is why is that? Why do people still think Loch Ness Monster could still be still around? I mean, take into consideration it's 1933, and we're in 2024. Now, of course, being that they see it as reptilian in nature, many reptilian species have been known to live for hundreds of years, especially turtles, and tortoises. They've been known to really live for well beyond 100 years. So it would make sense that Loch Ness would be serpentine, would be a serpent in nature, and would still be alive, have that longevity. Because then by now it should be dead, and what are we looking for? Probably a carcass being eaten up and everything. You know what I'm saying? Let's see here. How it changed Scotland. The news of the new cryptid spread quickly and raised many questions, namely where had it come from, and were there any other accounts of the creature in history that had been overlooked. There was also a need for proof that drove tourists and cryptid hunters alike to Loch Ness. Many changes were made with the introduction of the Loch Ness Monster. Yeah, they cashed in. Smart move. Get that tourism. This proved to be even more true. Let's see here. Inverness suddenly became a place of intrigue and wonder, with new possibilities for the community presenting themselves seemingly overnight. Yeah. Smart move. Sell it. Lean into it. I've been to Loch Ness and all I got was this lousy t-shirt. This proved to be even more true when the first photograph, taken by Hugh Gray, was published in December 1933. 1 year before the famed 1934 photo. Concrete evidence of the monster prompted the country to act quickly. Secretary of State for Scotland ordered the people to prevent anyone from attacking or harming the creature. This only added to the growing curiosity of the product, created a Streisand effect. After all, the country of Scotland was willing to write legislation to protect it. It must exist, right? Well, we don't know yet. It was hypothesized that a creature so large wouldn't have been able to escape history unnoticed. Perhaps there was proof of Loch Ness in the past that had somehow been overlooked. Although there never was definitive proof, there was enough curiosity to put the country on the map. So yeah, they leaned into it. They had they leaned into it, made money. But there are two photos. This is the Hugh Gray's photo in 1933. I'm glad this site has it, and the famed 1930 and the famed George Spicer's sighting. It's pretty crazy. It's very hard to tell. Ooh, is that an open mouth or something? Who knows? The surgeon's photograph of 1934. Yeah, that's today's monster, the Loch Ness monster in Dandadan. And he did something pretty awesome. Did this crazy atomic breath. I'm kind of surprised because I don't remember very well. I mean, look at, they even got that down pat with the eye. I'm trying to remember if this happened in the manga. It's been a while since I read that chapter, but this is definitely straight out of Shin Godzilla. And yet, he does it like this, with the whole thing. But I guess when translating the motion of Godzilla in the film Shin Godzilla to panels may have been very difficult to legitimately show that that's what this Loch Ness monster did. Here he is in Shin Godzilla doing a very, very similar, doing it the same way. He leans down. He's glowing purple, just like how Loch Ness glowed green. Very gruesome with the mouth. And man, that one of the most iconic scenes. And let out that same exact puff of smoke. The eye, you see, the eye blinked out. And then, of course, in this one, he let out the flames, but then he starts concentrating it. Whereas in Dandadan, they just went straight to the laser, just like that. So epic, and what a great shout out to a very excellent classic Godzilla flick. Definitely a classic. And finally, Ira, she's such a ditz. She's oblivious. She's not listening to anybody. And she thinks Okarun is imprisoned by a demon. Like, she swears she's Sailor Moon. If you've seen Sailor Moon, sometimes the bad guys turn humans into monsters. And Sailor Moon and the Sailor Senshi gotta, rescue the person. Sometimes they'll talk no jutsu. And that's what she's doing. She's trying to talk no jutsu. Because she thinks Okarun is trying to break himself free or something. That's called fighting from the inside in TV, according to TV tropes. Where, the character is like trying to reach out. I'm not sure if that's really the trope, but she thinks that he's in prison or something. I don't know. Felt like that. It was this trope. She thinks that he's trying to fight to break free, and she's like, "I'm gonna help you break free," And she probably, if saw him in demon form, she'll be like, "Fight from the inside." But she really thinks she's the main character of a shoujo anime, of a maho shoujo, which is pretty funny in and of itself. She thinks it's a split personality, that he's brainwashed, and she's determined to break him free from the grip of Ayase. She thinks that he's brainwashed, basically, and that's what fighting from the inside is when character, she thinks he's fighting from the inside with all the training he's doing and such. Meanwhile, she's screaming out from this trope, "I know you're in there somewhere, fight." That's the name of the trope. But she'll eventually beat him up and be like, "I know you're in there. Snap out of it." You see that a lot in anime. One of the most recent ones was Kaiju number 8, when Kafka was having a fight and he lost control, and Kikoru was like, "Don't fall for it." She's like, "Don't fall for it." And he's like on the inside, like, "I'm fighting this whole thing. I'm fighting from the inside." Like, oh man. So yeah, compliments. I know you're in there somewhere. Trope compliments the fighting from the inside, where you'll always see characters, screaming out to break free, and you see the character on the inside of whatever is possessing, like putting a lot of effort to break free and everything, and eventually doing something gruesome like ripping part of their body out, like you can see here. Superman just rips the whole thing, like that. Interesting that that Superman is in this situation here. So here's our research for the day. Now let's do the review. And our favorite hentai aliens are back. The Serpoans. We opened the whole entire story up with everyone eating somen noodles after having fought acrobatic Sarah and her stringy hair, her noodle hair, if you will. Yeah, Ira is just completely dumb. I can't really put it any other way. She's dumb. She's calling Ira a demon, and then leave it to Granny Bayonetta and be like, yeah, she's a demon. And she doesn't even believe that that's that Granny Bayonetta is grandma, because she's too hot and sexy, too young. Which Granny Bayonetta took offense somehow. Hilarious. And of course, Ira gets the blushy nose, the luminescent cheeks from the lines and such, blushing all the way. But it looks like he's got a harem going. Very typical. We gotta address the awesomeness, because the manga, this anime did the manga justice. The anime did the manga justice, where basically they're playing baseball. Yeah, basically to get his ball back in, they had to play baseball with his ball. The manga was funny. This made it even funnier because it was all in full motion. Everybody had the whole setup. They depicted this so well and really gave it and really hit the comedic effect. That's what happens when you lose a nut. To get it back in, you gotta play baseball. Trying to make that connection of manliness. Baseball being a man sport and all that. Oh man. But for the most part of this episode, it's just romance hijinks once again. It's a breather episode. For the most part, try to do the typical romance, traditional misunderstanding tropes. She thinks she's in love with him. She goes to her dad's private room where he has all the hentai. So she's freaking getting the wrong information, the wrong lessons. And she starts really invading Okaru's space, really invading it, to the point that they trip over it, and he lands on top of her. Typical harem anime, accidental pervert, misunderstanding, romance trope. Just look at poor Okaru's face. The boy don't want none of this. He wants none of this. Okay, he just wants Ayase, and that's it. And that's what makes this even more interesting. When you think about it, a lot of romance tend to default with the misunderstandings and all of this stuff. Ken Akamatsu, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is anti-Ken Akamatsu. If you've seen a Ken Akamatsu manga, Love Hina, you'd understand. This thing, is like, no. He doesn't want any type of problems. Unfortunately, I say, justifiably would be mad because he did lie to her. Typical teen stuff, Teens are just dumb at times. They can be very dumb. When it comes to relationships, they are dumb. Domain expansion happened. Serpoans showed up. We get the Loch Ness monster. We got ourselves a Hispanic alien. We get the Hispanic alien. Chiquitita. And my man singing it out. I was very surprised that he sang it out. Because in the manga, there's no any signal or depictions that he sings, is what I'm saying. Like, there's no music notes or any type of iconography to denote that he's singing. So hearing him singing was a big surprise. And of course, the poems, which interestingly enough and frightening enough, because we don't get that in the manga. Yeah, they got different colored eyes. And the glowingness and, of course, the Junji Ito spiral effect is very freakish. It's very freakish. You get purple, green, and red. Very scary. And very interesting, that they would have different colored eyes in this instance here. They're after Okunu's banana now. And he did warn Ira, that they are especially going after females. She tried to escape, but they knocked her out. And we're introduced to Acrobatic Silky, the power that she got from her Acrobatic Sarasada. I know I interchange between both names. You can really tell that she definitely has the lady who died, because this is more or less a ballet pose. Just like Okunun has that pretty boy face, she gets a pretty girl face, and before she gets the mask in, it's just pretty sweet design. And what I find interesting is that where Okunun gets a whole new suit, she doesn't really get a whole new suit. She's just in her uniform. I find it I always found that very weird in the manga. It's still holding up here in the anime. She gets longer hair on top of that. But it's going to be a good fight. I can't wait to see how the fight. Oh, I can't wait to see how the fight is animated compared to the manga. That's going to be real awesome. I can't wait. Oh, man. So head on to BarnesandNoble.com and Amazon.com. Grab yourself a copy of The Impossible Man, a strange fantasy novel written by me. You'll find links in the description below, along with links to other merch such as pins, stickers, t-shirts, music. Please enjoy the products. Thank you for your patronage. And if you make any lore videos or fan videos out of The Impossible Man, thank you very much. I look forward to seeing them. And if you're interested, you can join me in my live monthly stream on Kick and Twitch every Monday through Thursday, 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I look forward to hanging out with you. So until the next episode of Dandadan, I wish you all a good night. Buenas noches and oyasumi nasai. Thank you.